Hi everyone, it's been a while since I've done a get ready with me and kind of talking with you as I'm getting ready, so I figured why not do it this morning. So here goes. I have moisturized my face, and so now I'm gonna prep it, and I'm using Miley's Perfect Prep Primer. This is a gigantor one that I got from QVC, and I actually am enjoying it. This is the consistency, it's like a mousse consistency. I don't know if you could see it. Anyway, it really does lock in moisture. And now if I happen to kind of look to this side, and that's because I have a big old mirror here and I need to see what I'm doing. Okay, so this is done. The next thing I'm gonna do is actually wait for it to set a little bit and then use my trusty old Bobbi Brown in light peach corrector. So I'm just gonna prep it right in this corner here because that's where I notice the discoloration. I'm sorry, it's too early in the morning to be able to talk. Next, I'm gonna be using this baby. It is Marc Jacobs Genius Gel, and my number is my color, my shade is 34 Beige Medium. This is actually a neutral, so it's perfect for my combination where I have some redness here on my cheeks even though I have yellow undertones. So this is perfect. I'm going to be using the Sedona Lace 602 brush, which is like an angled kabuki brush. And I just like to kind of stipple it in the center of my face. And then as I get to the outer part of my face, I'm going to start buffing it, like right around here. So I'm actually going to do something different. Instead of setting my face, I'm actually just going to go ahead and let the foundation kind of settle down a little bit before I disturbed it with my powders. So what I'm going to go ahead and do next is to go ahead and frame my eyes by, you know, getting my eyebrows done. So that's my next step. Almost done with framing. My eyebrows are really not that difficult to do, thank God. I'm not really that picky about perfect eyebrows either. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend out what I've deposited on my brows, and I'm using just a regular spoolie here. Next, prime my eyes. I am testing out this new primer from Rimmel. It's the Exaggerate Undercover Shadow Primer, and I have to say I am pretty impressed by it. So far, I have not had any creasing or bunging or, you know, shadows losing. At the end of the day, it is still looking very good. Haven't lost its intensity in color. So the eye look I'm going to do today is based on bareMinerals holiday collection called Seeing Stars. So I'm going to be following this chart right here, how to do the eyes. Of course, my eyes don't look like that, so I'm interested to see how it's going to translate on my eye shade. Using a regular blending brush, this is a blending brush from Sigma E25. I'm just going to go ahead and take the color Queen Phyllis from the collection. It looks like this. It's a beautiful, beautiful champagne color with some very subtle hints of, I think it's, I want to say it's a satin finish, but it's a little bit more than that. For those who have Queen Phyllis, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to tap off the excess, and what I'm going to do is deposit the color from the base of my eyelashes all the way up to my eyebrows, okay? Next, I'm going to use the color Supernova. It is kind of like a rosy gold base kind of a color, but you can also call it bronzy. So I'm going to go ahead and use the brush that comes along with it, which is this double-ended brush. And this is more like the blending, or, you know, where you deposit and pat down. I'm going to use this brush here, this small little blending brush, and buff Supernova all over the lid and up until here. Can you see, like, this is where my crease area would be, so no higher than that, and that's what I'm gonna do. Again, coming in from the outside, brushing inwards. Just stopping right here where my crease is. This is a clean blending brush. I'm going to go ahead and blend out the edges. So next, I'm going to be applying this color called Queen Tiffany, which is this color right here. And it's a medium bronze, kind of a brown color. This is the color here on the lid. So I am actually just going to put this, I'm going to use an angled brush like this. And I'm just going to deposit in the outer corner here. And not all the way in, just in the outer corner. So angled it like this, and then just sweeping it inwards. Can you see what I'm doing here? I'm just kind of like the V shaped, or the outer V, I should say. I'm just slightly defining my crease a little bit. Again, that clean blending brush that I was blending out just now. Well, not so clean anymore, but that was the same blending brush that I used. So take a little bit more of the Queen Tiffany and just tap it in. Tap it in so that more colors will be deposited. And then using the blending brush, kind of clean it up so it doesn't leave a harsh line. Okay. And same thing on the other side. I want it a little bit more defined, so what I'm going to do is use the color Behold. This is kind of like a plummy color, but a little bit darker, a little bit on the warmer side of the plum color, if you could tell right here. So what I'm going to do is also using the same angled blending brush, or this is actually a very essential brush. They call it the Precision Eye Define Brush. I'm going to pick up some color, tap in my brush here, and then tapped off the excess, and then using a stamping kind of a technique, stamp and drag a little bit in, stamp and drag a little, and then bringing a little bit up to my crease area. So now you can see a little bit more. It's more defining than the Queen Phyllis. I like my outer V a little bit more defining, just because I do not have a naturally defined crease area here, so I want to define it a little bit, giving it more dimension. Okay, so it's just getting to the shade and the shape that you like, and I'm just going to keep doing the stamping and drag and stamping and drag inwards on both sides of my eyes. So now using the pointed end of this blending brush, or this brush that came along with the set, I'm going to go ahead and tap the pointed side to pick up more of the color Behold, and then I'm just going to sweep it on the lower lashes. Now with my eyes, this is not going to work by itself. What I need to do is to actually apply an eyeliner and then smudge it out a little bit with Behold again. But right now I'm just going to deposit some, smoking out a little bit, bringing it out. And I'm using my NYX, what is this? I can't see. There you go. My NYX roll-on, or slide-on, I'm sorry, not roll-on, slide-on waterproof eyeliner. And I am actually not going to use the pencil on my eyes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up this brush here from M.A.C, which is your 231 brush. It's a small little brush head that is perfect for me to deposit the liner that's close to my eyelashes. So I'm going to just go ahead and pick up some color here from the pencil. This is a very buttery creamy eyeliner, and that's why I can do this. If the eyeliner is any drier consistency, I won't be able to do this. So I'm getting it nice and ladled up, and then what I'm going to do is in the middle of my eyes, that's where I start putting it down close to the lash line and bring it in. I'm also going to go ahead and line my lower lashes. And I'm going to bring it in right, stop short of the middle of my eyes, because I do not like to line my eyes completely. I feel like it makes me look very evil. And to a certain extent, it might close up my eyes too, so I do not like to do that. So I'm going to do it the same thing, line my eyelashes. Lined my lash lines, upper and lower eyelash. If you remember, I used this to apply my eyebrows. I'm cleaning it off, and I'm gonna dip into Queen Phyllis and just a little bit, and then line the inner 1/3 of my eyes. I like to do this because I feel like it opens up my eyes. I actually do not like to line it with a dark color all the way through. I like to just stop short of 1/3 of the inner eyes so that I can lay down a lighter color. I feel like it opens up my eyes. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and conceal and set my foundation with this mineral veil. Is a luminous gold illuminating touch-up veil. This is the one that came along with the kit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to conceal it with my Maybelline. I like this, the Maybelline concealer. This is in the color 15 Fair. And so I'm going to go ahead and conceal this right under my eyes, just a little bit around my nose, tends to get red. And then using a synthetic brush like this, it's a big fluffy blending brush. This is a soft focus eyeshadow brush, but I find it really effective to blend out and just soften the concealer with this brush. I can use my fingers too. On some days I just like to use this brush. So very softly I'm gonna feather it. After doing my eyes and then concealing, helps me to kind of clean up and really clean up the edges here. So if I ever applied my eyeshadows a little bit too far out here, you know, then when I'm cleaning up with the concealer, that's where I can use this brush here, kind of hold like that. See? You can kind of clean up your eye look here. See? I'm gonna go ahead and tap it in, pick up some of the illuminating mineral veil, tap off the excess, and then instead of buffing, I'm just tapping it on my forehead right here, around my nose, very lightly. Okay, my memory card was kind of full, so I'm sorry if I got cut out, but what I was doing was I was actually contouring my face using this Real Techniques foundation brush. Because of the shape of the brush, it's actually just perfect for me to lay down the bronzer and contour my face. So what then I'll do is, actually I need to buff it out because this is like too obvious of a streak. I'm actually using the e.l.f. small stapling brush. This is a perfect brush to kind of blend out and buff out, but the line is still there. Can you see here? And then using the blush that comes along with this collection is called the Afterglow. It's a beautiful, beautiful color. Afterglow is kind of like a pink flushed. Some say sun-kissed. I don't know. But all I know is it's a beautiful color. It goes very well, obviously, with the two M.A.C glosses that comes with it. So I'll show you when I get there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually using the same small stipple brush. I'm going to get some of the product, tap out the excess, and then smile. And then I like to go from the back to a little bit in the front. I do not like to have it square in the middle of my cheeks right here, because I find it a little bit too clownish. So I like to come down first from the side here, because again, just like the principle of laying down the eyeshadow from the corner of your eyes, if you put down too much, it's easier to blend it off. So if I put too much, you know, if like I've deposited too much blush over here, it's easier for me to blend it into the hairline versus trying to blend it out here. I guess you kind of get the idea. Now if you want to go ahead and highlight here, you can certainly go ahead and do so. I actually will stop here, and then I need to curl my eyelashes. So what I'm going to do is the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and put down the Dior Maximizer Lash Plumping, or Serum, whatever you want to call this. And I like to only put on my mascara when the serum is totally dry. So while this is drying, I'm going to go ahead and use the lip glosses. There are two lip glosses in this collection here. One is more like a wine color, berry color. I sucked at describing it, but all I know is this is a very good fall color. This is a look that I'll probably be sporting on Thanksgiving. It's easy, it stays on. You know, it just goes with anything. I can envision myself wearing a red sweater or just my usual black or gray turtleneck. That goes fine. So the M.A.C lip glosses comes in two colors. One is called Spell Binder, another one is Visionary. So this is Visionary here. I want to make sure I put out the right. And this is Spell Binder. There we go. So I'm going to put Spellbinder first. And just right in the center of my lips, I'm going to go ahead and put down Visionary right here. Okay, so this look is pretty much complete except for my eyelashes. So I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes and I'll be right back. And these are everything that you find in there. So there are 4 shadows, 1 blush, 2 M.A.C glosses, and a double-ended brush like this. Is that everything I got? Oh, I'm sorry, and also the mineral touch-up veil. So how do I like this? I really love it, and it does come with this beautiful little pouch here that you can actually use as a clutch when you go out. I mean, look at this beautiful color. This is perfect for the holidays. So what I've been doing is I've been putting everything in here, so I know this belongs to this collection. This is what I like to do. I like to keep things in its collection. So sometimes I have double of everything. So like I know I have Queen Phyllis somewhere in another collection, but I'm okay with it. I like to keep my sets together. That's just who I am. So anyway, this clutch does come along with it. This is a beautiful kit. As you can tell, it's a $161 value. You pay $54 for it. It's a 10-piece collection plus a makeup clutch. Right here. I didn't make that up. I just want to show you how the collection works, especially the eyes and the lips and the blush. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed this little get ready with me using the bareMinerals Seeing Stars collection. I'm loving it. This is, like I said, a look that I may be spotting for Thanksgiving. So I hope you enjoyed this, kind of like, you know, talking through with me. Hope I'm not too long-winded, and I'll do my best to make this video reasonable length. Okay, have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.